Hey, what's up, everyone? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm out here in the beautiful mountains of Cloudcroft, New Mexico, one of my very favorite places to camp. And I'm going to be doing an overnighter. So originally, it was supposed to be me and Cuervo camping out here. Sadly, Cuervo's feeling a little under the weather, so health comes first. He's at home resting, taking it easy. And like I said, I'm just going to be doing a simple overnighter. I just want to test out some gear that I need to review before the year's over. So, needs to get some dirt time. And honestly, I was quite overdue to spend some time in the fresh mountain air amongst all the pines. I don't think I've been to a forest in several months already, so I was far overdue. So, thank you for joining me. Let's get started. So campsite is all set up. Let me give you a brief tour. So of course, first things first is we got our ice chest there. What we're going to be cooking today is going to be some wild boar back straps. If you recall last year, the video where I did hunt a wild boar in South Texas, I still have a ton of that meat left. I try not to use it at home so I could save it for camping videos, and I keep forgetting to bring it. So I did bring some of that, and I'm going to be cooking that with some ranch-style beans. Over here is my bundle of wood and my cooking stuff. So, as always, I was running late to get here. It's a 2-hour drive to get from my home to this area. So I did buy some wood, so I'm not scrambling to gather wood out here before the sun sets. I do still have time to do so, so I did bring that red dry bag so I can gather some wood so I don't have to go through all my supply. And then, of course, I have my axe there to help me with that, processing the wood. And then, like I said, a lot of cooking utensils and spices and coffee and all that are there. And then some more gear over there, lanterns and charging stuff and my pistol and all that good stuff. And here's one of the items that I really want to test out before the year's over. So I'm trying to get a review of this tent before the year's over. This is the Camp Pros 3-person tent. This is Cuervo's tent. Now, he's been testing it out. I think he's used it for about 3 times. He really likes it. Now, the minimum for me to feel comfortable to review a tent is, the very least, use it 4 times in different seasons, different environments. And that's, once again, the very minimum. I'd rather use it more than that. But this is going to be the second time I'm using it. So far, so good. If there's only one issue, is the top tent pole broke. This right here. It's not supposed to be pointy like this. That just broke at one point when we were camping beforehand. So I already did message the company if they can send a replacement. Other than that, I cannot complain. It's nice and spacious, very easy to set up and break apart. And then here's going to be a home sweet home for the night. Air mattress. I have a ton of wool blankets, even this one to help me with my knees. If you notice, there's just a ton of rocks, so they jab onto you, so that's going to help me there. My spare sleeping bag, just in case, in case it's really cold, I'll use that as a blanket. And then a book to read later tonight. And yeah, looks nice and comfortable. I will be going to bed pretty early tonight, so no partying for me, so I can wake up early and keep filming some content. And then over here I have my haversack, of course, my Tough Possum Gear Shackleton haversack. I do have a review on this if you want to check it out. Really awesome haversack. And then here's another item that I'm testing. This is the Brocock air rifle. They sent this to me about 2 years ago, and I still have yet to make a review. So I'm going to keep an eye out if I can find some chipmunks or squirrels out here, and possibly have ourselves a catch and cook for lunch tomorrow. So these flames are a little high for cooking, but I am racing the sunset. It's about to set in about half an hour, so I do want to be done with cooking before that happens. So I'm going to place my cast iron off to the side. It's still getting a lot of heat, but it's not going to be getting too hot under the flames. So I'm going to let that heat up for a little bit, and then I'm going to throw some olive oil and then start cooking my pork. Okay, so here's my dinner. We got some ranch barbecue beans. We do have some wild boar backstraps that I hunted. Be sure to check out that video when I did hunt this boar. It is one of my favorite adventures ever. And a charred jalapeno because I always need some spiciness. And then to top it all off, something I learned from my buddy Adrian, we're gonna be using some honey for a light drizzle on the pork. Not too much. I'm not big into sweets, but we'd cooked this at his house once and it was outstanding. All right, folks, so moment of truth. Time to eat the wild boar with some beans. Check it out. Really good. If there's a criticism here, and it's just a slight one, is I might have let the boar to cook a little too long. It's a little dry. We did make this recipe when we first cooked it, when we first butchered the animal, and it was delicious. But of course, I'm out here in the wilderness. I don't have access to like ovens and control temperature, and you're just kind of eyeballing it. Plus, I'm trying to film different angles and stuff. So before you know it, you kind of get lost in the situation. But yeah, really good stuff. It's really good. Just once you mix it with the beans, it kind of gets a little bit more moist. But yeah. Let's try a little bit of this jalapeno with some pork. It's really good. The mixture of the sweetness of the honey and the barbecue beans with the spiciness of the jalapeno. Yeah, really damn good. So one of the items that I wanted to bring out to test today is this through night thrower. You've seen this type of light before from through night. It's one of these that you can just click like this, but at the same time you can attach to a headband, so you can place it on your head. You have a headlamp in case you need your hands free, such as night fishing, night hunting, or say you're working on your vehicle, you know, you're under the hood and you need your hands free, but you need illumination. So I just want to see what this baby can do. And I believe this is medium. I could be mistaken here. So it's the first time I'm actually using it. I just want to see what it can do. Oh, that looks cool. Let's try turbo. Double click. I'd love to run into some larger animals that we can film in with the night vision goggles. All right, let's take off the turbo mode. Let's bring it down to low. This is what X-Files episodes are made of. This is how they always start, so maybe I should tone it down with that. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. ThruNight always makes dependable products, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's pretty good. Obviously, I do want to use it for several months before I can feel comfortable reviewing it, but you know, might as well get to it now. And then let's turbo mode that again. Now here's another item that I've been testing out recently these last couple of months. This is by a company called Infrared, and this is a night vision lens. So you attach this to your smartphone. I use my iPhone 11 for filming. That's what I use. And as you can see that there's a connector right there for your iPhone. So you attach it and you're able to see in different modes in complete darkness. And it's been really neat. I've been able to film some cats and ducks while I'm out night fishing in the darkness. I've recorded other fishermen that are just meters away, just, you know, far away, and I'm able to just see them clearly. Different modes, predator vision. Looks really cool. So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see how this camp looks in complete darkness. Okay, so here we are in complete darkness. You can see the last of the sun off in the distance. Maybe a little bit of the fire. I've moved away from the tent. So it's complete darkness out here, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and try this camera. See if we can make out different things like the truck and the tent and so on. So here are the trees. Off in the distance is the sun, just like we just saw right now. And that looks so crazy. Now, I don't want to place this directly on the fire. That can damage this lens. So I'm going to skip the fire and move over here. See if you can make out the truck. There we go. That's really cool. Let's see what else. There's my chair. There's my tent. My water canteen. That's insane. All right, now let's move back to the truck and let's try different visions. So let's go back. Let's go to rainbow, which is, you know, the old school predator look. And let's try this one, search. Look at that. That is insane. That looks so cool. I do believe the audio may be a little funky right now. I don't think this picks up audio very well. But that is crazy. Okay, so I'm going to try to walk through the darkness to make my way to the truck and then make my way back, see how I come out. Okay, so now I'm going to walk once more over there, but using a different mode. Let's try Iron Rainbow. That one is my favorite. and let's see how I look. So that night vision lens is pretty cool, huh? I think it's pretty awesome. I do have the review coming pretty soon. I've been messing around with it for a couple of months. It's not perfect, but I definitely do see its uses. I could definitely see that being useful to hunters. You know, a lot of times when you make the shot, you don't drop the animal immediately. It still runs panicked for a couple of meters, and you can lose it in the darkness. You know, if it heads off into the underbrush between branches and all that. I've been there before where you do have to track the animal. You know, it bled out somewhere, and you can lose your prize that way. So definitely for hunting, for spotting game in the darkness, and then also for tracking it down once you made the shot. Also for security. You know, like if you recall a couple of months ago, I was doing during summer like stealth camping, secretly camping under a tunnel, in an abandoned farmhouse, stuff like that. And you always got to keep an eye out for intruders. You don't want to run across, say, gang members or junkies, something like that. Or if you're out here where I am in the wilderness and you do want to keep an eye out for, you know, predators, something like a black bear, mountain lion, grizzlies, you know, anything that, you know, goes bump in the night and you need to just verify, that's definitely going to be useful as well. So I do have a review coming for that one pretty soon, in about a week or two. I'm just waiting for Cuervo to get better because that does require a two-man team, someone manning the camera while someone's off in the, you know, being filmed, because it's hard to see in the complete darkness. You can't turn on flashlights or something because they can mess with the lens. So you know, when I was walking to the truck, I'm like making all these big steps, making sure I don't like trip on a root or a rock or something like that. So yeah, we'll have a review on that pretty soon once Cuervo's back in action. Well, folks, it is about 9 p.m., but it feels like midnight. So it is getting pretty chilly out here. That tent is starting to look mighty cozy right now. So I think I'm just going to turn in for the night already. That's why I didn't bring any beer or anything, is because I do want to go to bed early, get a full night's rest, and wake up early so I can make some breakfast and use my air gun that I didn't use right now, and use it in the morning, scout the area for any squirrels or chipmunks, something that we can possibly do a catch and cook. So yeah, I think I'm going to get in there and get nice and cozy and under all those wool blankets. So the forecast says it's going to drop to about 43. I mean, I would say it's going to drop a little lower than that. We are in a higher altitude and a higher elevation, and there's just a lot of winds that pass here through the night. So I'm going to remove the socks that I've been sweating in all day, and we're already busting out the good old-fashioned wool socks, keeping nice and warm and cozy, because my feet are always the first thing to get cold when I'm out tent camping. And I do have some hot hands. I might as well just put them in there. I mean, wool socks work great, but it's going to work even better if I have some hot hands in there with the wool socks. I mean, other than that, I have my wool gloves, my wool coat that I sleep with, and then all my blankets and my sleeping bags and stuff. So I would say I'm in for a very pleasant, relaxing night. So my gravy is a little watery. I did put a little bit too much water, so what I'm doing is I threw some of the water out, and then I'm letting some of it boil away, so it kind of thickens down. So I'm gonna leave this over here to simmer, and now time to put my pot so I can put my biscuits. Toss this in there. Let's just move it so it can simmer. Some blackening. Seasoned salt. I might have gotten these biscuits a little too soggy, but that's all right. We still have more biscuits, so I can always switch that up. And I'm gonna get this out of the fire already. This should be good. Oh yeah. So here we are, biscuits and gravy with eggs and some campfire coffee. Oh yeah. All right, time to sit down and relax, because cooking, maintaining a fire, and filming is a pain. You're constantly running around back and forth and making sure you don't overcook something, and you forgot the spice in the truck, and whatever the case may be. So time to just unwind and get to eating. So let's see how these eggs and biscuits and gravy are. Much better than I thought. I thought I had ruined it by putting too much water on the gravy, but I let it simmer so it evaporated, and yeah, it worked out just fine. Could use some spice though, some cayenne or something. Eggs are nice and runny. That's how I like my eggs. I like them so runny, I gotta run to catch up to them. Check all these feathers out. I don't know what bird it is. I want to say it was a young turkey, but the feathers are everywhere. This was definitely a kill site. So my best guess is a little turkey was taken down by possibly a bobcat, maybe even a raccoon. A raccoon will take a little baby turkey. So a little guy just strayed from the flock too far and got taken down by a predator, and that predator ate good. Thanksgiving came early for this guy. Well, folks, it looks like there's no squirrels or chipmunks in this area. I haven't seen a single one since I've been here. I haven't heard any. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any hunting It is getting really windy out here, so one, I have to kill the fire, and two, I think I'm gonna start packing it on up already, start breaking camp, because it's a pain to put away your tent and your tarp and your blankets and all that when it's really windy, so I might as well just do it now. So yeah, it's about time to start breaking up that camp. So that's about it for me, folks. I'm ready to start making my way back to town. So thank you so much for joining me. This was a very relaxing and enjoyable little trip. I'm hoping to do a lot more camping before the year's over. Cuervo, hopefully, if he's feeling better by next week, we'll head out and camp again. Probably not this spot, probably somewhere else. But yeah, I definitely want to do some more camping, enjoying the winter time, and testing out gear and just having fun. So that's about it for me, folks. I'll be heading out soon, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.